And he said to me, if only you can direct men to me. That is God speaking. If only you can direct all men to me. In other words, you step aside. Show them me. I will give you back the men. Did you hear that word God gave me yesterday? If you can step aside and hand me over all men, I will hand them back to you after I have trained them myself. And I said, God, what do you mean by what you have said? So I shared with Mama and I told her, just hear what God has told me. God has just told me, if only we can hand over all the people to him, he will hand them back to us. And Mama spoke by the Spirit, and she said, any man that serves God because of a man, they can't be as effective as a man that God has sent to serve him. Did you get my analogy? If men can be given to God, God will give men to the church. So the only way for a man that is serving God, because pastor said serve God, cannot be compared to a man that is obeying God. The dynamics are different. A man that has heard from God, go and serve me, is different from a man that has been taught by the man of God, serve God. When I heard that, I froze. I froze in my chair. We were supposed to be going somewhere. I could not literally, we began to bargain. Should we go or should we not go? Just because of that one word. God said, give me the people. The moment they are directed to me, I will give you back the people. And the people I will give you, they will not serve you because of you. They will serve you because they have heard from me. They will serve the work I have given you because it is me they are serving. The reason so many people cannot serve God effectively is because you think you are serving the man of God. I'm in church because Pasi, if I don't go Pasi, what will Pasi say? If I don't do this, what will Pasi say? You have not been handed to God yet. You have not encountered God yet. Meet a woman and a man that has encountered God. They don't serve. Whether you hurt them, whether you step on their toes, you will see them serving the same God. But you, let just one tiny small boy in the church from Sunday school step on your toes. You won't come to church on Sunday. In that church, they don't have love. Imagine Selina aliachilia kijana wake akakuja akanistep. A small boy has made you to defect your post. Chai. Oh, rakatashata. Listen, that's why I am passionate to hand you to God. That's why I'm passionate to hand you off to God. Because I know if Leah's heart connect with God's heart, our service will not be because of Pastor Max. Our service will be towards the Father, the one that I connected her to. I want you to ask yourself, why am I serving God? Is it because of the man of God? Or am I serving him because I have encountered him? Why am I eager to serve him? Oh, Zatalagrada. So, my assignment is to direct you to God and you over to him. Because I know, Peter, when God releases you to me, that's it. Oh, there is no mountain. There is no shadow. There is no valley we can't cross. So the first thing is hand yourself to God. Pursue to have a relationship with God. It is easy to serve God when you have his heart. Give us that 2 Corinthians. Because I told God, I want a scripture to what you have told me. I need an affirmation to what you have just said to me. Do you want to see it? Let's read this together. We are going to read it in 4 or 5 translations. KJV, TLB, TPT, and ASV. Everybody look at the screen. Let's read together. 1, 2, 3. Moreover, brethren, we do you to wit of the grace of God bestowed on the churches of Macedonia. How that in a great trial of affliction, the abundance of their joy and their deep poverty abounded unto the riches of their liberality. For to their power I bear record, yea, and beyond their power they were willing of. So these people, Apostle Paul could tell, whatever they are doing in church is not because they are doing it for any man. Why were they praying for their apostles? Why were they giving? Even though they were poor, they were ready to serve God with their time, with their little or limited resources. They were ready to do something for God. Prayed for us with much entreaty that we would receive the gift and take upon us the fellowship of the ministering to the saints. Everybody read. And this they did, not as we hoped, but first, what did they do? They gave their own selves to the Lord. First, they gave themselves to God. If you meet a woman, a man that has given himself first to God, even their little penny, they will give it for the service. I'm not kidding. I'm telling you the Bible truth. If you see someone so stingy with their money, service, time, and everything, they have not encountered God yet. You have not seen God personally. You are doing it because everybody is doing it. These people, despite their poverty, they still gave money to their pastors. Thank God, because you know I don't ask any money in this place. And to this they did, not as we hoped, but first gave their own selves to the Lord, and unto us by the will. They first faced Jesus, then now they faced the man of God. And the facing of the man of God was in line with the will of God. Continue. Everybody, let's read. Now I want to tell you what God in his grace has done for the churches in Macedonia. They did everything by the will of God, but things began to happen in their lives. Though they have been going through much trouble and hard times, they have mixed their wonderful joy with their deep poverty. Meaning you walk inside that church, you can't tell there's somebody poor. But you, because now your bank account is looking somehow, you are frowned upon everybody. It's like we are part of your banking system. We are not, please. We are not. That's why I asked you, is what Nicholas going through what you are going through? So stop looking at him and be feeling bad. Him is smiling, you are not smiling. And you are wondering, how can he be smiling and I don't have money? How can he be smiling and I am not married? How can he be smiling and I don't have a job? What does that ask to connect with us? What did we do to you? Did we go with you to... I don't know. Have you ever seen people that get angry? They forget the people around them. They are not the reason why whatever has happened is their reason. And those are the kind of people you need to avoid. Otherwise, you might have acquired what? Anger issue syndrome. Because you acquired it from somebody. Though they have been going through much trouble and hard times, they have mixed their wonderful joy with their deep poverty. And the result has been an overflow of giving what? Can you imagine? You are not working, but you are the one paying bus fares for people. You are not working, you are paying people rent. You are not working, yet you are the one buying lunch for your friends who are working, by the way. They gave not only what they could afford, but far more. And I can testify that they did it because they wanted to, and not because of nagging on my part. They begged us to take the money so that they could share in the joy of helping the Christians in Jerusalem. How many people have this joy? I want you to ask yourself, since you started working, or since you are going to begin working, has anybody ever tested your money outside you? I can guarantee you never. If you say it is my family, that is a must. That is not a testing. It's a must for them to test it. There are people, if I think when we will build our cathedral, we will have machine slots. Every tither put here, your name will be displayed the entire of that month. You will see. You will see. I'm not kidding. You will see. Best of all, they went beyond our highest hopes. For their first action was to dedicate themselves to the Lord and to us. For whatever directions God might give to them through us, they were available. Beloved ones, we must tell you about the grace God poured out upon the churches in Macedonia. For even during a season of severe difficulty and tremendous suffering, they became even more filled with joy. These people are more suffering, but it is more now they want to do things for God. Isn't that not the opposite of churches today? The little affliction, the more you stay away from church. Oh, I feel somehow, I'm not going to church. I want you one day in your own office or in the office you are employed, feel somehow, say, I'm not going to work. I won't go. You will, the consequences, and you are asking, why am I suffering? You are suffering because of this. God has become the easy option to bail out. God has become the easy target. If I have to punish anybody, let me punish God. Since I'm suffering, let God also suffer. I am not going to lead the prayers. Since God, you have allowed me to suffer, Nicholas decides also I'm not going to play the keyboard. Let me stay back at home. Why? Because I am going through something. You, God, also go through something. But look at these people. Everybody, let's read. For even during a season of severe difficulty and tremendous suffering, they became even more filled. Why would God not say this one is not normal? This one is not. How can you be in so much suffering, in so much difficulty, and what happens is you get filled even more with joy? From the depths of their extreme poverty, superabundant joy overflowed into an act of extravagant generosity. Oh, you don't have bus fare? No problem. Sister, here is the little that was remaining in my pocket. Yet you will trek home. But you are trekking home rejoicing. God, I am a partaker. I have just made somebody happy. You better tie the little you have. Even if someone has to die, let them die. The little you have, you can't untie it. Everybody, let's read on. For I can verify that they spontaneously gave, not only according to their means, but far beyond what they could afford. Read on. They actually begged us for the privilege of sharing in this ministry of giving to God's holy people who are living in poverty. They are poor, but they are seeing poverty in other people. Can you live with this mentality and any single day ever feel like a record? a wretched person. Never. You are poor, but you are seeing there's somebody who needs the little thing you have. How many people are wearing your dress? How many people are wearing your shoe? How many people are wearing your hair? How many people can go home and say, because of this small meal, it's because so and so made it available for me? And that's why you need to be careful. The 100 Sheila has given you could have been the only 100 bob that she had. What Edith gave you, Sasha, could have been the last 1,000 she had. She gave you and she was left with nothing.